The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, step over. Reno, shot alert, shot alert.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Cougar 19, check, bro. Hey, check that, check that. Ready?
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle they go. Milton brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Bobcat. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. Fighting through at the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To the air, Bennett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The 20. He will have the 1st down and a bit more. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 50 yards. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He can't get him down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 14.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
10 yards there, the 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's McGee. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jalen Tolbert,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
2, go.
Here's Daniels. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Here we go. Set. Crackle. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Milton. And down to the 36-yard line here.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. And again back to Kmet. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 of the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
21. Falcons 7.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
James Pierce
able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels.
And he's got it. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
A gain of 14 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Gravity Lions.
Daniels looking to throw.
This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go, Scott. Hawk 70. Ready.
Daniels going to try to sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try to sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Penix working out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw Penix. This pass is caught by London.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Liking 18. Ready,
They'll run on 1st down. Milton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton gets through, and now an opening.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 28, Falcons 7.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Falcons.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Penix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Done good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown, Falcons! Jalen Tolbert as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Chop 60, chop 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
The final shot before break. Daniels. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Ready.
On first down, Milton. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pulled in at the 24. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
4 yards. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Penix. Caught by London. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To the air, Penix. Targeting Pitts on the L route, and he's got it complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 30 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Come on, come on.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back down. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ready up. Let's go.
Here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. Nineteen tight. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Up the middle they go. Milton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Watts. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll throw with Penix. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Milton. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? They'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Unlock line. Unlock line.
First carry for Najee Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Daniels. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
Here we go, shot.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down. A gain of 26 yards.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's London.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Mooney good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And again, back to Komet. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Get it. 7.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready? Brasco 80. Ready?
They'll run again. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready up. Ready. 70 Lions.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. Here in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw Penix. Into the hands of London. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the Falcon first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Fernandez. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. That back foot throw there is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Penix to the air once more. That's complete to Mooney.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And looking to throw, Penix.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington,
they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm